You? Get after it, MP. About game time. Bring the pain time.
One second.
Looking good, MP.
MP, you're my favorite player, man.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Zach LaVine.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
A look at the 76ers starting group. George out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And for the Bulls, White and LaVine are out on the wings. Williams and Vucevic are inside. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And you look at this rookie class. MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
Yeah, and given how it's played out so far, it's looking like a major uphill climb to reach that goal. First-year guys can take a while to get used to the pace and physicality of the NBA. Even if he plays exceptionally well moving forward, the jury's still out on whether he can accomplish his goal.
Here's Lowry. Chicago making their last shot. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by Chicago. Williams against Drummond. Embiid, a screen on Williams. Clock at 4. Out to Lowry. The 3. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
Well, he's been doing it for such a long time. The defense has to play Lowry tougher from 3.
Pass to Vucevic. Rose outside. Williams, a screen on Drummond. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Embiid. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Embiid. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. That one drops for him.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Driving inside, and MP throws it down hard.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Lowry. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's McCain. Over Rose. McCain shot is off.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
MP no good. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Embiid. George outside. Here's McCain. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid from outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Rose. 10 points for him. Outside, Williams. Pass to Levine. Out to the right wing. Williams from long range. Ooh, rejected by Drummond. Lowry against White. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. George feels it out a bit to win the cold spell. Chicago with a rebound. This team doesn't just win, they win big. Now with a double-digit win differential for the season. Wow.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball playing. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor. Be a good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential. He has really come out of the gate hot with his debut season. Currently in the 3rd spot, but I could easily see him climbing the rankings.
He's gotten his rookie season off to a tremendous start. He deserves to be right up there near the top of the list.
Yeah, well, look, he may have a couple of people ahead of him right now, but this guy's got great talent. You never know what can happen.
So they take the lead. George has got 5.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's MP. 12 points for him. Pass to Vucevic. Here's White. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Up top, Embiid. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Embiid's got his 2nd basket of the game.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Picked by Vucevic. Rose into the lane. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Rose. Last game out, he had 44. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Williams from long range. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's Rose. And MP throws it down hard.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
The Sixers trailing. Lowry surveys the D. Pass to McCain, and here's Embiid. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Phillips comes in for Williams. DeSumo, he's checked in for Levine. And Giddey's subbed in for White. Now here's MP. 14 points for him. Chalk up 2 there. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Martin a screen. And George launches it from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Smith with a screen on Martin. Rose, the pass to Smith. No luck on that one. And George with some nice D. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Pass to Jackson. There's the drive. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Reggie Jackson's had quite a ride in the... Here's Embiid taking it inside, and it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Williams and Vucevic are inside. White and Levine are out on the wings. And it's MP in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. 6 to shoot. Embiid inside. Covered by Vucevic. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 44 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Rose outside. Williams on the wing. Here's Vucevic. Excellent D there from Embiid. Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to McCain. Fires from deep. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Williams with the screen. Here's Rose. Oh, MP. Stunning.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. White against Lowry. 3-pointer Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Picked by Vucevic. MP drives in. And MP throws it down hard.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Chicago making a switch here. Desumu's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Martin, he's checked in for Embiid. Pass to McCain. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And here's MP. 18 points for him. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, really is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. They set a pick to the left side wing. Here's McCain. Chicago with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. It's George on the wing. Last game with 30. Pass to McCain. Puts up a three. Chicago with a rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's MP. Guarded closely. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Will stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they'd hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
That free throw misses. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
Here's McCain. It's good. McCain's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
76ers trail by 3. George outside. Pass to McCain. Launches a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. MP getting it done for Chicago. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. We'll be back in a moment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
A look here now at the 76ers. They've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case.
Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers, they've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jeff.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's McCain in at the 2. George with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to McCain. Now Lowry. 4-3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. White, the pass to Rose. Muscling it home, MP.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Lowry. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Banked it in off the glass. Lowry's got 5.
Absorbs the bump to get the finish. Lowry determined there inside.
MP left side. Williams with the screen. Williams on the wing. Fires the 3. On target from range. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
George for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tipped. Drummond with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. Here's McCain. Kicks it to George. Takes a three. Hits the three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Williams with the screen. From behind the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Embiid just too tall inside.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Lowry against White. Embiid a screen on White. Williams against Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Embiid drives in. A lot of talented passers entered the league this season. Let's take a look at the rookies with the best assist numbers. MP is second.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
And both free throws good for MP. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. MP with it. 33 points for him. Oh, MP throws it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's McCain, guarded by Rose. McCain shot is off. Chicago leading by 4. Now MP. Give him 35. Williams on the wing. Out to the wing. Levine passes to Rose. Back to Levine. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. DeSumo, he's checked in for Chicago. The 76ers also with a sub. Council's checked in. Lowry outside. Screen by Embiid. The floater. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, a silky shot by Lowry. He has a tool for any offensive situation he finds himself in.
MP looking around. The rebound by Lowry. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Council. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Drummond. Rose against Lowry. Back to Drummond for the tie. Yes! And the foul! It's going to be on MP.
Yeah, I love the aggressiveness from Drummond. Fighting for his shot while taking the foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Rose against Lowry. MP left side. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That'll be a second foul of the game. On defense, the Sixers. Vucevic, a screen on Lowry. Here's Rose. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Rose against Lowry. Levine with a screen on Lowry. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Drummond. Knocked away. It's stolen by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
What a sequence for the young MP. Showing great anticipation and then turning it into transition points.
Pass to George. Now here's Drummond. Give him 8 points now. Now here's Lowry. Covered by MP. Here's George. Back to Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Lowry's got 10.
Lowry can be dangerous from deep. The defense has to guard him better than this.
Vucevic, a screen on Lowry. MP, the pass to Dosunmu. Cuts off the pass. Here's Council. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted.
He got it again! Sensational!
And hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in league history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge we've never seen before. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. For Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Craig comes in for Levine. And Giddey's subbed in for White. It's George on the wing. Craig with a steal. On the wing, MP. Defended by Jackson. Craig with a screen on Jackson. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. For 3, Smith. He drops it from range. 16 points for him.
Yeah, great to see MP recognizing where the defense is weakest, developing those instincts.
George, a screen on MP. Here's Jackson. Chicago with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Smith with a screen on Jackson. And there's the lob. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
MP outside. Craig with a screen on Jackson. And it's Rose penetrating. Outside Giddey. Back to MP. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Smith. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rose outside. The hammer.
give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Rose outside. The three, Smith. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. MP getting it done for the Bulls. Over 40 points to... Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold.
Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Dosunmu. White comes in for Giddey. And MP subbed in for Ball. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at MP. If he can keep raking in the votes and hold on to his number 4 spot, he'll make the cut for the contest for sure.
And I see no reason why he shouldn't. And frankly, I think he's got a pretty good shot at wowing the judges and winning the whole thing.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
White and Levine are out on the wings. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Drummond. George outside. For 3. The offensive rebound. Drummond passes to George. Shoots over Levine. That's short off the rim.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Rose against Lowry. Pass to Council. Now here's Lowry. George outside. Screen by Embiid. That doesn't go either for George. Bulls trail by 6. Vucevic, a screen on Lowry. MP drives in. Here's White. Launches it. Vucevic, the pass to White. Smith with a screen on Lowry. Driving in. And MP throws it down hard.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Pass to Council. Now Embiid, covered by Vucevic. Embiid misses. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the 4th quarter. Now Vucevic. The 3 is up. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. And so Lowry will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Drummond. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 12 points here in the second half.
One thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Williams is checked in for Smith. The 76ers making a switch here. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Rose. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Oh, Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Chicago has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. MP drives in. Here's Levine for 3. How about Levine showing off the range?
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Drummond, the screen on Levine. George passes to Drummond. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Williams with the screen. Outside for Levine. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got assist number 8 here already in the game. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. Down low. Pass to McCain. This one for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Rose outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, big time moment for MP.
He gets the first, and that ties this game up. Cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
Pass to Lowry. George for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the 76ers lead by 3.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end? Give the ball to PG.
Outside for Levine. And it's off from 3-point range.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Embiid. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
MP up top. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Williams, a screen on Embiid. Rose. Money!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Embiid against Vucevic. Embiid with it. Drummond, the screen on Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Rose. And that's it! A huge stop to win the game! A last second. So a close game sees Philadelphia.
MP has been slinging 40s like it's nothing lately. We all have our bad days.
Every year you're sure.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
All right, look. I'll give him my best shot, but he...
Yo, MP, how'd that meeting go today?
Yo,
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way.
He's about to tear it up.
They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a double. top rookie last month, and
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Zach LaVine.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The wingmen, White and LaVine. And it's Rose in at the point. And for the Wizards, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Bay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the one. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
I applaud MP's ambition. I think he might have bitten off a little more than he can chew. He just hasn't been able to outshine his fellow rookies on a consistent basis. That said, we have seen flashes of greatness. No denying that.
What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
I don't know how you're going to defend that MP running the pick and roll like a seasoned veteran.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. There's the screen. Williams against Bay. Pass to Carrington. Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 4. Washington gets it back. 2 on the clock. Bucket is good.
And Valanciunas has no problem showing up with that physical force and finishing through contact.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, thanks, Kevin. The Wizards head coach did talk to me a few minutes ago. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Carrington. After the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Brogdon against White. And Malcolm Brogdon good for 3. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
Rose dishes to Vucevic, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Washington leading now by 3. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young, and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. But take a look at the Warriors. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Wants to get it to Brogdon and does. Here's Carrington, covered by MP. Valanciunas with a screen on MP. Goes up on the wing. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Rose. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Here's Brogdon, following the basket by MP. Here's Carrington, sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Rose, and MP throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by Rose.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Pass to Bay. Now Brogdon. Valanciunas with a screen on White. Brogdon the pass to Valanciunas. That one goes in.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Amazing creativity on the fly from MP.
Here's Carrington. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. White against Brogdon. Valanciunas with a screen on White. Pass to Carrington. 6 to shoot. Over Rose. And it's Carrington missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And MP throws it down.
Getting it done in transition. MP's eyes light up when he gets these easy scoring opportunities.
And the Wizards with possession, trailing by 4. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
And MP throws it down hard.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Koulibaly. They set the pick. Here's Carrington. Takes it inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by White. Williams finds Rose. Back to Williams. On the wing, Levine. Over Valanciunas. Levine can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Now Rose, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. It's tipped. pass to Valanciunas. To the middle. Looking to end the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow. Wizards trail by 11. So for Chicago right now, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with MP. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. Here's Koulibaly. Kispert with it. Now here's George. And the lead is down inside single digits. George has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Wizards. Now MP. Pass to Vucevic. Over Bagley. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Rose. Vucevic has got 6.
And with the ability to step out and make shots, bigs like Vucevic have a lot of value in today's NBA.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. 5 to shoot. Here's Rose.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Wizards trail by 13. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He scored 54 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Koulibaly. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. George with the screen on Giddey. Here's Koulibaly. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Goes up. And MP throws it down hard.
Big flush from MP, a young player looking to make the highlight reel.
The Wizards shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. To the left side wing. Bagley finds Koulibaly. Now George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild though.
Wow, hammering it in!
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Kispert, the pass to Bagley. Koulibaly with it. Back to Bagley. Down low. Here's Kispert. Misses from close range. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And it's Rose penetrating. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Off target from outside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Washington. 17-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
The Bulls leading by 15. Rose scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. And MP throws it down.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And here is Kispert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Over to the left wing. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Chicago, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Oh, that's offensive interference. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Fader on the way. Hey, no good. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-6 run. Vucevic a screen on Brogdon. Here's MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, the defense tries to collapse on MP's drive, but he just refuses to back out.
Rose hits them both. Wizards trail by 19. Here's Brogdon. He has 5. Bay with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Here's Brogdon. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
MP against Brogdon. MP passes to Vucevic. On the wing, MP. Vucevic a screen on Brogdon. Pass to Vucevic. Kick out to Levine. Cranes the 3-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Levine with that high arching shot from the corner.
Now here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. Bagley no good. Rose against Brogdon. And Rose throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Washington's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Song. And here is Brogdon. Kispert kicks to Bay. Brogdon looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brogdon's got 9 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's MP. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards trail by 20. Brogdon outside. Trying to find Bay and gets it to him. Yep, that one goes. Here is Rose. 28 points for him. Williams a screen on Brogdon. MP dishes to White. The kick out to Williams. 5 on the clock. Nailed from 3-point land. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Washington calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players. MB getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that. And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
We've got a chance now to check up on Koulibaly's status. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Wizards' head athletic trainer. It's an issue with his hand. It doesn't look very serious right now, but there is some nagging soreness there. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. We've got Malcolm Brogdon. Koulibaly is out there with Bay. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carrington in at the point. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And Rose throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
Pass to Carrington. Williams against Bay. Launches a 3. And it's Carrington missing. Bulls leading by 4. MP outside. Now here's Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
To the paint. Nice ball movement by Washington. No one covering. Koulibaly's got 9 points.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Outside Rose. Here he goes. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Brogdon. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Rose. Here's Carrington. He's got 12.
Clearly a foul.
The Wizards have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Good on the second free throw. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now, MP. 30 points in the game. MP rattling the rim.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
They set the screen. Here's Carrington, who's covered by Rose. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas. He's got 14.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
MP with it. Now, unbelievable move by MP.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. Trailing by 4. Pass to Valanciunas. Bay against Williams. Fades and shoots. Bay, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Levine, good.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
Brogdon against White. Valanciunas with a screen on White. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's all in by the Bulls. 22 is their biggest lead. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for them.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Valanciunas. Inside. And Levine comes to help. Here's Carrington. Stolen by Levine. 3-on-3. To the inside. Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
So both teams changing it up here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. For the Wizards, Bagley, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. George comes in for Sadiq Bey. Davis is subbed in for Koulibaly. Kispert, the pass to Davis. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Taking a look at the Bulls. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Rose is out there with Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And finished off by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Pick by Vucevic. MP passes to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defender.
Well, there's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Washington has possession. 4-point game. Sarr with it. Back to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Bagley sets a screen for Davis.
Defensively, Vucevic just knows where to be and able to contest there without fouling.
Here comes MP. Outside White. MP outside. Pass to Vucevic. And stolen by Sarr. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Wizards. Inside. He's looking for Kispert and finds him. Pass to Sarr. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Rose. Vucevic with it. Defended by Bagley. And here is Brogdon over Levine. Now Sarr to tie it up. They get it back. Brogdon inside the line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Rose in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Williams, a screen on Brogdon. Rose kicks to Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Carrington. White covering. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 22 is their biggest lead. Rose passes to Vucevic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No good on that one.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And the Wizards making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
It's stolen by Rose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, the offensive awareness is really coming together for MP. He's spotting those openings.
Brogdon kicks to Bay. Back to Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Washington. Between rebounding, interior scoring. And he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA to have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
MP passes to Levine. Floats it up for MP, and MP throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's the screen. Here's Carrington. Good on the triple.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
MP passes to Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Brogdon kicks to Valanciunas. Bay against Williams. Now here's Bay. D right on him. Pass to Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls leading by 5. The drop. Yet another bucket.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Bay with the screen for Brogdon. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Brogdon's got 21 in the game.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Kick out to Levine. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 9 assists now tonight. Wizards trail by 7. There's a screen. Pass to Valanciunas. Williams against Bay. On the wing, Koulibaly. Here's Carrington. The offensive rebound. Now here's Bay. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Carrington. Outside to Brogdon. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brogdon's got 11 points here in just the second half.
They've cashed in on a lot of second-chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Kick out to Levine. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Brogdon. Crew on the 14-footer. Brogdon's got 10 points in the quarter.
Brogdon steps up, fearless with that one.
Outside Rose. He takes it in. Outside Williams. MP outside. And Rose throws it down hard.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Wizards trail by 4. Brogdon outside. That shot no good. Excellent D there from Williams. MP outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Rose. Williams, a screen on Brogdon. Outside Rose. And MP throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Brogdon with a huge shot for his team.
Chicago leading by 4. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Bay. Koulibaly with it. Looking on Rose. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
And here is MP. And he drives in. And he goes right over Sadiq Bey and slams it down.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Timeout, Wizards. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Brogdon. Rebound by Rose.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's White. On the wing, MP. There's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
When there's an open man, MP is going to find him.
34 seconds left in the game.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Timeout, Wizards. .30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Carrington. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Pass to Carrington. Hay with it. Now Koulibaly. Guarded by Levine. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So the Bulls win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
Pete.
Don't tell me y'all having a party without me.
MP.
What's going on?
Thank you both. We'll talk soon.
I want to be the MVP. You looking for those bright lights?
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment.
It's about game time. Bring the pain time.
Look out there, MP.